In this video, I'm going to show you 5 totally new ways to use the magnetic mask. Everything you see me do in this video can be done with tools native to Final Cut Pro, no third-party templates necessary. Now, I think these are original ideas, but truth be told, YouTube has been flooded with people showing how they've been using the magnetic mask. So I stand by that these are all my original ideas, but if you saw someone else do something similar to what you see me do here today, let me know down in the comments. I would love to check it out. If you're looking for a more in-depth tutorial about everything you need to know about using the magnetic mask, I will put a card to that right here. But this is for people who've already been acquainted with the magnetic mask and they're just looking for fresh ways to use it. I've got 5 ideas. I'm saving my favorite for last. Let's just dive right in. This first one is all about adding a little extra magic to an ethereal shot like this one. So in my timeline, I'm going to duplicate my clip and let's magnetic mask out our subject. And while the magnetic mask is doing its thing in Final Cut Pro, I just want to remind you that you only have a couple days left to snag pre-order pricing on my all-new updated courses, Final Cut Rockstar and Rockstar Next Level. So many people have already pre-ordered these courses. I'm a little blown away by it, and I cannot wait for you to see what I've been working on. All right, now I'm going to hit the Done button. And it doesn't look like much yet, not to worry. Let's select that bottom clip and in the effects browser, head down to the light category and let's select this effect, Bokeh Random. I'm just gonna double click to apply it to my bottom clip. And so what this has done is it's added that bokeh effect behind our subject. Now to really sell this look, I'm going to head up to the inspector window and dial down the size of our particles. And I'm gonna increase the number and I'm just going to play with the pattern slider until I like what I see. And so now these little bokeh lights are passing behind our subject, so they really feel like they're part of the frame. But let's take it one step further. I'm gonna grab that same effect and apply it to our top clip, so we have some of the particles in front of her as well, so it really feels like these particles are all the way around her. I'm gonna blur these ones up because if they were closer to the camera, they would be more soft focus. And there you go, we've added a little bit of magic to this really pretty shot. Now this bokeh effect in Final Cut Pro is a little bit limiting. You can only make circles or hexagons, and you can't easily change the color of these particles. If you're interested in a video where I show you how to create an effect for Final Cut Pro where you have lots more control over these particles, let me know down in the comments. I'd be happy to make that one for you. All right, my next original idea for the magnetic mask is a text effect that I'm calling pass-through text. All right, let's take a look at our next shot. Just like before, I duplicated the text and masked out our subject. Let's head on over to the Titles and Generators sidebar, and in the 3D category, look for Scale 3D. I'm going to grab this title and drag it down into my timeline, and I'm going to extend it the length of my clip. In the title inspector, I'm going to disable the build out, and in the text inspector, I'm going to change the content. I'm going to make it bigger. I'm going to reposition it lower in my frame. I'm going to disable the 3D text properties, and I'm going to change the color of the face to a color I pick right from the actual video clip. Now down in my timeline, I'm going to make this a compound clip by hitting Option G. And now in the video inspector, I'm going to change the blend mode to linear light. Now I'm going to cue my playhead to a point in my compound clip where the text is almost done animating in, but not entirely. So maybe right about here. Now I'm going to split that compound clip with the blade tool, and I'm going to drag the first half of that text underneath my masked out video. So the text starts behind her and then pops in front of her. Now you could stop there, but in my opinion, I feel like that pop is a little abrupt. So what I'm going to do is zoom in on my timeline, and I'm going to add a very, very short cross dissolve at the beginning of that text. And then I'm going to add the same length cross dissolve at the end of my sandwiched clip, and then I'm just gonna align these transitions. That just feels a little smoother to me. And if you wanna go the extra mile, select this first title here. In the effects browser, let's add a blur, and we're gonna keyframe the blur amount. So it's going to start soft focus and get more in focus over the duration of the animation. My next original use for the magnetic mask is to create a forced perspective. So it's really common to have a shot like this where you have someone holding an object up to the camera. But in reality, sometimes it's hard to capture a shot like this in real life because you might want the foreground part of the shot to be really close to the camera, but still see the person in the background. And honestly, a lot of times people's arms just aren't long enough to frame the shot in the way that you had hoped. So once again, I've masked out my top clip. In this case, I just masked out her hand and the shell. And now what I can do is scale up that shot and I get a more dramatic perspective on this shot. Here's another example of that forced perspective. Next up, I'm going to show you how to combine masked out video with the dynamic titles that come with Final Cut Pro. So just like before, I've masked out the subject in my video. In the titles and generators sidebar, let's head on over to the dynamic titles category. We never talk about these, but they're actually really cute. I'm going to grab the marquee bumper and I'm going to drag it underneath my masked out video. And then I'm going to select it in my timeline, hold down the Option key and click it and drag it on top of my masked out video. Let's disable that top title and focus on the bottom one. In the text inspector, I am going to delete out the content. So we just have the background. And then let's enable our top title. And on this one, I'm going to change the text. And in the title inspector, on the background, I'm going to change it from default to off. Let's go back to the text inspector and I'm going to reposition that text down lower. And that is a super simple way to incorporate text with your magnetic mask project. And let's move on to my last fresh way to use the magnetic mask. I'm calling this one Make It Rain. All right, so you can clearly see we have this shot of this blue car speeding down a dry highway. I'm going to duplicate this clip and mask out the car. Now in my effects browser in the distortion category, let's apply the flipped effect and let's flip it vertically. So now we have an upside down version of our car. I'm going to squish this down on the Y scale and I'm going to cue my playhead to the beginning of the clip and I'm going to reposition it underneath the original car and I'm just going to keyframe the position throughout my entire clip. And you don't have to be super precise for this effect. It's very forgiving. So I'm just going to play like a second and then reposition just throughout the entire duration of my clip. This is good enough. Now let's head on over to the blur category in our effects browser and I'm going to apply the directional blur to our masked out video. I'm going to make the angle of that blur straight down and I'm going to use the on-screen controls to increase the amount. And now the last thing we need to do is just add our rain. Let's head down to the stylized category and find the rain effect. And I'm going to drop it on our bottom clip. And the amount is a little bit nuts on this. I'm going to dial it way down and maybe decrease the density. And there you go. Our car looks like it's traveling down a wet road. Let me know which effect was your favorite down in the comments. I predict many more magnetic mask tutorials in your future. In the meantime, here's some other videos I know you're going to love, and I'll see you again.